it is so, like the fact that you're devoted to, I mean, we all feel so strongly about this, but thank you because you're always here for us. You stand up for gun sense in America, and I can't tell you how appreciative I am because thank God we need this so desperately. So thank you. And actually, will you all tell me your names so I know you?
I'm Shelley.
Hi, Shelley.
Ellie.
Shelley, Ellie.
Ellie. Shelley, Ellie.
Amy.
Shelley, Ellie, Amy. Ginny.
Nan.
Nan.
Sarah.
Kelly. I underneath the mask, I
know,
know
you
you're
do
Sarah.
know,
I
you do
know.
know us.
And of course, Pat. So thank you so much. Really and truly, what you do is so important. So I will start. Okay. Here's a proclamation for you. Whereas every day more than 100 Americans are killed by gun violence, alongside more than 230 who are shot and wounded. And on average, there are more than 13,000 gun homicides every year. And whereas in an average year, 829 people die and 2,607 are wounded by guns in New York, according to the Centers for Disease Control. And whereas protecting public safety in our community is the village's highest responsibility. And whereas gun violence prevention is more important than ever as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to exacerbate gun violence after more than a year of increased gun sales, increased calls to suicide and domestic violence hotlines, and an increase in city gun violence. And whereas in January 2013, Hadia Pendleton, a teenager who marched in President Obama's second inaugural parade and was tragically shot and killed just weeks later at age 15, should now be celebrating her 24th birthday in the beginning of June. And whereas to help honor Hadia and the many victims of gun violence, a national coalition of organizations has dedicated June 4th, 2021, the first Friday in June, as the 7th annual National Gun Violence Awareness Day. All of its residents to reflect upon gun violence and pledge to do all we can to keep firearms out of the wrong hands. Now therefore I, Jane E. Veron, Mayor of the Village of Scarsdale, do hereby proclaim Friday, June 4th, 2021 to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day in the Village of Scarsdale and on behalf of all residents. I'm pleased and proud to join all associated with National Gun Violence Awareness Day and herein encourage all citizens to support their local community efforts to prevent gun violence and to honor and value human life. Given under my hand and sealed this 11th day of May, 2021. Thank you. Thank you. Pat.
Thank you so much.
There you go.
So how are we here in Scarsdale? We all are here in Scarsdale and with Moms Demand Action for Gun Violence. Thank you so much, and the trustees and the village staff.
Thank you all.
These are remarks that I made on Tuesday, May 25th at the village board meeting, the Village of Scarsdale board meeting. Good evening. Good afternoon. My name is Patricia Colella, and I would like to thank Mayor Viren for officially proclaiming June 4th, 2021 to be National Gun Violence Awareness Day. I would also like to thank the mayor, the trustees, and the village staff who were wearing orange on Tuesday night and are wearing orange today. National Gun Violence Awareness Day is an annual event that takes place on the first Friday in June and is the beginning of Wear Orange Weekend. As you can see, everyone here is wearing orange, and we urge everybody to wear orange on Friday, June 4th. Wear Orange is dedicated to honoring the lives of people in the United States affected by gun violence and elevating the voice of those demanding an end to gun violence. Wear Orange originated on June 2nd, 2015, what would have been Hadia Pendleton's 18th birthday. It began with teenagers in Chicago who wanted to honor their friend Hadia after she was shot and killed 1 week after performing in President Obama's second inaugural parade. Gun violence didn't stop because of COVID-19. In fact, it worsened. In 2020, the number of people killed by gun violence exceeded 40,000, the highest rate of gun deaths in 2 decades. But as gun violence has grown, so has the movement to stop it. I'm here as a volunteer with the Westchester County local group of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense, which was founded in the wake of the shooting at the Sandy Hook Elementary School. In the 8 years since that tragic day, Moms Demand Action has expanded to include a chapter in every state with more than 6 million volunteers dedicated to ending the epidemic of gun violence in our nation. And I would like to thank the volunteers from the local group here in Westchester from Moms Demand Action for coming here today. So thank you all for coming. And I would also especially like to thank the Scarsdale Congregational Church minister, Kelly Huff Rogers, who actually was a first responder as a minister at Sandy Hook. So thank you for your service there. Across the country, Moms Demand Action works with students, survivors of gun violence, law enforcement officers, faith leaders, teachers, doctors, and all kinds of Americans. And you don't need to be a mom, and you can be any gender, and you can have no children or 1,000 children. And all kinds of Americans who know there's more we can do to prevent gun violence. Together, we do advocate for stronger laws and policies that will save lives, and we are proud to be a driving force behind many Wear Orange events. So on behalf of Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America, I thank Mayor Viren and the Village of Scarsdale for supporting us in this important movement. Thank you.
And I just want to give a shout out to the volunteers because you are all the grassroots. You're what makes change happen. And I can't tell you enough how much we appreciate your tireless work because we've got to make a change. And so thank you so very much. And the leader, Pat, right?
Catherine Showalter couldn't be here today. She's the Westchester County. But all these people have been involved for years, so thank you all for coming out too.